Welcome to another episode of Crazy Nights, the Australian Kiss podcast. I'm one of your Crazy Nights co-hosts, Jamie McNichol, and I'm wearing my thinking cap on today because there's a lot of thinking got to be done in this episode. But before we get on to this week's episode, I'd like to introduce my other co-host, David Fowler. How you going, David?
Yeah, good, thanks, Jamie. Hello, everyone.
And David, I just got to say we had another milestone last week with our first
Yeah,
episode that we ever had that reached over 1,000 views. And
yeah. Thanks everyone for watching our show. I hope you all enjoyed it.
yeah, and also we got a couple of reviews and ratings on iTunes, which is good. Our producer passed the feedback on to me yesterday, David. We got a 5-star
Cool.
rating and a comment on iTunes, so it
Mhm.
looks promising. But we want to thank Loretta Caravello for joining us last week and giving us a episode that we can not thank her enough for. And the stories, it was a long one, David. We must admit it was
Yeah.
a long one.
Oh,
But
yeah. It was a long one, but long but enjoyable. I must say, I was actually glad to be able to talk to Loretta about getting the card after Eric's passing and all that. Talk to her about that and thank her for that too.
yeah,
So, yeah,
and David does have a
yeah,
bit of a housework to do when
yeah. So I have to try to find it.
yeah,
Hopefully, I haven't lost it because I have moved a lot since 22 years in the last 22 years. So, yeah, hopefully I've still got it around. So I'll be pretty devastated if I've lost it, but I'll keep looking and I'll find it. When I do, I'll be putting it up on the podcast page and showing you in one of the episodes.
yeah. And also, David, we've got to say thank you to the fans, of course,
Yeah, as always.
for their support. And also, we got a email from ericcar.com. It's a new merchandise that is available. You can
Yeah,
purchase
the
it
new
via
figure out.
eBay, or if you want to get an order, just go through ericcar.com and then send you an order form. There's all these new great Eric Carr merchandise that you can buy, and I will be getting one for both David and I. It's my treat for David because
Thanks, mate.
there's a nice
Uh,
nice 10-inch figurine. It is David's a elder figurine. It's a
10,
10-inch.
10 inch, is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
10-inch.
cool.
So it's all good. So I'll be getting that. But I think what we should do is tell the fans that I'll be heading to Melbourne.
Yes, you'll be at my place within the next 3 days.
48 hours.
Yeah,
The
for
next
3 days.
48
Yeah, on Friday.
And I have to say to the listeners, we checked the weather. It's going to be absolutely horrible this
Oh
weekend.
no.
Absolutely horrible. It's going to be
Uh,
raining and raining. And
let's hope the weatherman's wrong.
yeah.
But,
But no, David and I got some business things to talk about for this podcast, and also we're going
yep.
to see a great Aussie band that open up for Kiss on the
Yes,
farewell tour.
they opened up all the shows in the Australian farewell tour.
Yeah,
Here, the band, the Screaming Jets. And so yeah, that'll be a great show to watch for us, for everyone that's in Australia, for everyone that's seen the band so far and their comeback.
yep,
Hope you've enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
yep. But I encourage the fans overseas to want to listen to Screaming Jets. Go on Spotify. They got their albums on Spotify. Or even go on YouTube. They got some video clips they've
Look
done.
up, yeah, look up their videos and
Yep,
songs like Better, Come On,
yep.
Shivers, uh, Heart of the Matter. Yeah, all great Aussie rock songs. So yeah, check them out.
Go and check them out because they're obviously Kiss fans, and like I said,
Yeah.
they tour with Kiss on the farewell tour here in Australia. They played every night. I saw them twice up in Sydney on a Saturday and Sunday night up in Sydney, and the last night up in Sydney, the lead guitar player put Ace Frehley's makeup on. He played on stage with Ace Frehley's makeup, so that was a good sight to see. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend performance.
Yeah.
But
So
but I just thought, Dave, let's get out of the let's get our work out first about our podcast. Follow us on iTunes. Like I said, mentioned before, we have our ratings and whatnot. But please
Yeah.
go and rate us on all the episodes that's up there. Give us a rating, even 3 to 5 star rating. Leave a comment, even if it's just a one-line sentence. Just give us a comment. Also, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to us, leave us a comment if you want to, like it, whatever. But just go to our YouTube channel at Crazy Nights One. That's our YouTube channel. Also, we've got a Twitter account which this week David Five Finger Death Punch that will be here for Soundwave is following us, which is awesome. We've got other
Yeah.
bands that following us too, like we've got Striper, for instance, Michael Sweet from Striper's following us. We've got Baby Animals from another Australian band that's following us. We've got other bands that are following us as well, like September Sky
Cool.
from America. But yeah, follow us on Crazy Nights One at twitter.com. Go to our Podbean. You look us up at Crazy Nights. Go to our Podfeed net. We got a directory podcast directory service there now that's up on our website. Go look at it, Crazy Nights, the Australian Kids podcast. And also go to two other things. Go to Spreaker and also go to stitcherradio.com. We've got both of them up there as well. And also go to our podcast page on Facebook, and we've got 521 likes there now, and it's building and building. And we're having people jumping on board and having conversation with us, Dave, and I like it. I love it. I mean, especially after last week's performance.
Yeah.
We're going to go into it straight in. There's a couple of things that came out of Kiss Camp this week. We had the Budokan television show and also the Kiss Cruise that just happened. And also this Friday night will be that Calgary concert that they postponed due to the flooding and whatnot.
Yes.
They go up there this Friday night. But the two major things that came out last week was the Budokan last night performance on TV in Japan on pay-per-view, and also the Kiss Cruise, the mighty Kiss Cruise, and we had some Australian fans over there as we speak, still trying to get home or still having a holiday over there. But the major thing that came out from both things, for me personally, is Paul's voice. They're either using an auto-tune, because one, I looked at the meet and greet acoustic performance at the Budokan, and going into the night performance, there's two different voices. It's the same person, of course, but the vocals abilities are different. Now, I said this on our podcast page that Paul needs to use some type of audio tune. What it is, it's like an overdub that's in the sound mixer, and it makes the volume or the level of the vocals at a certain level compared to the rest of the people in the band. Well, lo and behold, they go on the Kiss Cruise, and guess what gets played? The Oath.
The Oath.
Let me know.
Which
Mainline.
I've been wanting to hear for years.
And I'm saying, Jesus Christ, he sounds so clear.
And great. He sounded great.
I'm saying,
sounded good.
Paul, what is it that you can't hit the high pitch in I Was Made for Loving You or Heaven's on Fire? Especially with I Was Made for Loving You, there's a middle section where he's supposed to sing high, but he never sings that at all now. He just plays the guitar like a riff. But he goes to play the Oath, and it's clear. I'm saying it due to being a band myself, and also my partner being a professionally trained vocalist herself, it definitely does sound they're using some type of technology to clear up his vocal cords. Now, some people say, no, that is raw, that is live. That might be the case, but it's so totally different. People say, oh, all he needed was a bit of rest. Well, in my opinion, they didn't rest that much. They went from Budokan went from Japan straight to Miami, basically. And they had a 1 or 2 day layoff, and I can't see Paul vocals clearing in 2 days or 3 days time, especially doing the Oath.
As long as the show sounds great, there's whether there's auto tune or whatever they're using, as long as the show sounds great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, to me, I've seen some of those clips as well, and I thought Paul sounded great.
Yeah,
Whether he's using auto-tune or not, I don't really care. Um, but as long as it shows that he shows great and he sounds good,
yeah. Well,
right?
there's another thing
That's what it's all about.
before we go into the cruise. There was another thing that came out as well this week, and we mentioned this before, David.
I did hear a little bit of it. Yes.
It was Peter Chris and Ace Frehley joining together for the first time in 13 years for Eddie Trunk's 30th birthday bash for the radio show that he does in America. And lo and behold, Eddie didn't think they were going to be on stage together. They were on the red carpet. That he knew they were there, but he didn't actually knew they were going to play. Well, as it was, they played with a lot of great artists, it was like an all-star band and whatnot. But on the 1st of November, both Peter Chris and Ace Frehley ring into Eddie Trunk's radio station. And what's interesting enough is the report from Ace Frehley mentioning the reason why he turned down the Kiss documentary. Now, we were interviewing Alan Parker about 2-3 months ago in regards to the ins and outs of why Ace and Peter turned it down.
Mm.
We'll have to say this. They were offered a sum of money. We don't know how much, and Alan never mentioned that to us. They were offered a large sum of money, right? But according to Ace, that wasn't the case, David. Apparently, he said that he got a phone call from his bodyguard, that he got a phone call from Kiss bodyguard, and lo and behold,
Yeah.
all politics goes a bit, and money is an issue if he doesn't get his fair share or whatnot. He was more disappointed in saying that Gene, Paul, or Doc McGee didn't ring him. It came from Kiss Kiss bodyguard that rang his bodyguard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as I said to you, I mean, he's allowed to have his say about it and all that. That's his opinion, and good luck to him.
Well, I just
You
said
know,
this to some of the
and
fans.
as long as he's happy in what he's doing now, that's all that really matters. I mean, whether he wants to be, I mean, it's a shame he's not going to be a part of it, but it's his decision.
Yeah.
It's
I
all it
mean,
is.
he's entitled to do that, but
Yeah.
I'll just say this. I have said this to a couple of fans, is that
Yeah.
who knows what went down and behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
importantly, I don't really care.
No,
I do
no.
believe that
It'll still be
Ace,
It'll still be great when the movie comes out.
yeah, I
Ace will
do
be
believe
sort of
Ace,
still be there in archival
yeah,
footage interviews.
I do believe Ace got some bitterness towards Kiss, and he doesn't want nothing to do with it. That's his opinion. He's allowed to do that.
I mean, he's as long as he's happy in what he's doing. You know, I've got nothing against. So I just want Ace to be happy in what he's doing now.
Yep.
So it's why be unhappy in life, and if he was only happy being in Kiss, good luck to I hope him wish him every success in the world and whatever he's doing. And I'm looking forward to hearing his new album that he's working on at the moment. So
Yeah, that was another thing. They asked Peter his opinion if he would like to work with Ace. He's all for it. He wants to work with Peter, but on the other hand, Ace is too tied up with this new album.
yeah,
Whether or not
which is fair enough. Yeah,
Whether or not it happens down the track, who knows? But let's just be realistic now. It's not going to happen in the near future. That's all.
or even if Peter gets up and joins him on stage again down the track, it would be great.
But at this
See the
present
two of
time,
them playing together.
At this present
Yeah.
time, let's not jump into conclusions. It was great that
Yeah.
they're on stage together, but whether it goes on down the track or whether it opens up a Bad Boy 2 tour or whatnot,
Yeah,
it's not the case at the moment, but it may happen.
That-
Who knows? It may
that'd
happen.
be. And if they do the Bad Boys tour, let's hope it comes to Australia. I'd love to see that.
Well,
See them two to playing together in Australia.
the thing is, when you mentioned about the Bad Boy tour, solo-wise, Peter Chris is the only guy out of Kiss that never done a tour of Australia.
Well, yeah, that too. Well, technically, Gene, if you call the Speaking in Tongues Tour solo tour. He technically wasn't playing music, so as playing music wise, you could say Gene Amp, the rhythm section of the original band, hasn't
Yeah,
done a solo tour here, technically. But yeah, Peter's the only one that hasn't travelled to Australia on his own.
and it's not
Uh,
like he played 15 to 16 or 17 songs in the set. He only played 3 songs, and he played his
oh,
heart out. He played on Hooligan. He played with
yeah.
Rock and Roll All Night, and there was another one.
Yeah, it was great to see Peter playing again. So, I mean, we almost didn't have him with that breast cancer scare. So, it's
Yep,
great to have Peter still around. You know,
yep.
yeah, he's an absolute legend.
Well, let's go back onto the Kiss Cruise, David.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get on to that.
The the biggest thing that came out of the Kiss Cruise is the set list and the songs they played on the cruise. Now,
Yeah,
before we go into this week's topic, and we're gonna have a bit of fun doing this,
yeah, yeah.
do you
It's
think
a
do you think it's fair, as a fan yourself, and I answer this question after your opinion, do you think it's fair for them to, for fans for like ourselves that want to hear the songs that we want to hear, we got to pay $3,500 or pay $75 and see a greatest hits performance at a local concert?
I was kind of. I thought it was really cool that they put the like songs like Almost Human, Mainline, The Oath, and all that back into some of those songs. I don't know whether Almost Human and Mainline were ever played live, but uh, it's yeah, I can understand why they're doing it. Yeah, it's a special thing, but yeah, I would wish they put some of those songs. Yeah, just still keeping it as like the kind of greatest hits type set that they've been doing, but they could sort of like bring one or two songs like the Oath or anything like that, but rotate it in and out of those songs, the deeper cuts in and out of the set. Make it special for that night, sort of thing where you might have the Oath one, kind of like what as I've banged on about before about doing it more like Metallica, sort of changing the set list and right. They could still have like your staple songs like they always play, like Detroit Rock City, God of Thunder, Rock and Roll All Night, and all those ones. So no need to sort of swap some of the deeper cuts, like the Oath, a whole night. Was another one I'd like to see back in the set or into the set again. Uh, and rotate those around into the set. You know, have a have a have one of those songs each night, and just
Yep.
keep changing that up.
Well,
But I can kind of understand why they're doing it, and I hope within the Kiss Cruise 5, I'll be able to get on there and on the Kiss Cruise 5 and enjoy the cruise as well. You know, but yeah, I can be a little bit bemused, but I can understand why they're doing it.
I can understand why, and yes, I can understand another
Mm,
factor as well
yeah,
that I feel for us, David, and not just
yeah,
for us, for the majority of the Kiss fans, we're getting ripped off. Literally. I
yeah,
mean, I know how hard it is for Kiss to make up a set list night in, night out. They've got
yeah.
40 years of
Mm,
catalogue, 22 studio albums, blah, blah,
mm,
blah. I understand that. But
mm.
not everyone can afford $3,500 plus the airfare and the travel money and all that and
But
accommodation and that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what I'm trying to get at is
Mm,
if they can challenge themselves on a Kiss cruise, why can't they challenge themselves on tour? I mean, they
mm.
do the meet and greet. They challenge themselves acoustically. They play rare songs acoustically. Well, how about bringing those rare songs into the set list because they're playing it for 40 minutes before they, you know,
Yeah.
in a acoustic.
Who knows? They might even, later on, since they've played the Oath live now, maybe they think, oh, this went down well. Maybe they'll want every now and again they may actually put that song into the set.
Well,
You
what
know,
I do know is I think it was
now
Gene
that
or Paul, both
they
of them did say this. With the lineup that Kiss has got now, and I think Gene or Paul said this, or it might have been even both of them.
yeah,
With the
yeah,
lineup they've got now with Eric and Tommy, they
mm,
can all play
basi-
every song from every era. They can play any
yeah,
song at any given time.
mm,
If that's the case, then why half-assed around with it on an acoustic set on a sail away concert like Creatures of the Night or something like that, or even Domino at the Budokan, and making out that
mm,
you forgot the words? I reckon one, and I'll be light on this thing. I'm not bashing Gene or Paul or Kiss. I believe it's laziness. I truly believe it's laziness. Why
yeah,
do you have to pay a ridiculous amount of money just to hear a song? And here's another thing too. When they brought out the Kiss Monster book, the $4,500 book, the
yeah,
$4,500 book last year, Gene and Paul did say that that book was only for the special fans. So that means to say that you and I that's been a fan for over 30 years are now a casual fan? Because that's what it sounds like to me, because you're paying a ticket price for
mm,
say 80 or 120, 150 bucks at a concert, and all you
yeah,
get is the hits. And most of the people that fill up the arenas or the stadiums are casual fans or everyday Joe Blow. But the
yeah,
hardcore fans will spend out $3,500 just to be on a Kiss cruise, where you get
mm,
the rare stuff.
yeah.
You know, that's the
Well,
point. I can understand it's a business for them. I can understand it's a business
yeah,
and whatnot. But when it comes
mm,
to a set list, if they can't challenge themselves in concert, then why they challenge themselves on? I mean, all those songs that we mentioned that were played
mm,
on the set list, they were
yeah.
rehearsing that before the Japanese tour.
But yeah, probably for the cruise as well. But I mean, I can hear what you're saying. Maybe they could challenge them, not to the same extent as what they, because they did play a lot of rare songs on the cruise, but maybe just play one or two each night and sort of rotate some of those rarer songs in and out of the set
Hmm.
each night, so to make it special for each night,
Yeah, and
like kind of like,
I'm not taking away the
yeah,
the passion or the excitement that
no,
the fans heard on the Kiss cruise. I'm not
I know,
taking that away.
I know, and
It gave me goosebumps hearing bloody
yeah,
the oath
and
on YouTube. I was excited to hear it too, but then I
yeah,
sat back in reality and said, "Fuck! Why wasn't they doing it on the bloody tour? Why are they doing
mate,
it on the cruise?" I mean, I felt like my heart was ripped out, and that my
mm,
dedication towards Kiss has been flushed down the gurgler. That we, in Kiss's eyes, are not important until you spend the money on them. That's the way I felt.
mm.
And
Yeah, I mean, I mean, besides the set, to me, the whole cruise thing is not just about the set list. So, I mean, I'd like, to be honest, just the whole experience of being on a ship with the best, the greatest band in the world, you know, and all the best fans in the world. To me, as much as it's about the concert and all that, it's to me, it's more about the camaraderie of being on the ship. We
yeah, well, it's a
stay,
bit
it
like
was about 2,000 Kiss fans and
yeah.
the band itself, and you know,
The way I
that's
see the
to me,
cruise,
that's what it's more about.
I
It's
just thought
rather
about
the
this,
set
Dave.
list.
I just thought
Yeah.
about this. I
Mm.
see the cruise similar to the In Your Face performance in 2004, even though you're paying a ridiculous amount of money to get on the cruise, but it's a small, intimate.
It's really not. To be honest, it's not when you. It's really not that bad. When you compare it to other cruises, it's the price of the Kiss cruises ain't that bad. Um, so
No, I
and
mean, well,
consider,
I'm just going on. I'm
considering
just,
when you consider what you're getting with it, and what as we are just talking to one of our friends yesterday or the day before,
yeah, yesterday it was.
who is actually on the cruise, who was actually on the cruise, has been on the cruise the last 2 years.
Mm.
Um, how cool it is. All the things that they were getting on in their cabins. I think, what does he say? He got our friend JT got what did he? I have a mental blank here. What he got? Rugs or whatever.
Oh, there's merchandise there.
Shot. They give you merchandise in your cabins,
Yeah,
basically, which is all I think is awesome.
yeah. But I'm
You
just
know,
saying, not just for the cruise, but you got to pay for the
yeah.
flight to get over there too. But I'm not going on
Oh,
about. Yeah,
that's the regular. You'd have to do that anyway for
yeah.
anything. But
But what
yeah.
I'm not going on about the money for the cruise. I'm just saying, just before I see the intimate performance on the cruise the same as the in your face one at the Palais Theatre. It was
Mm,
intimate, rare stuff,
yeah.
blah blah blah. It's just that you had to pay different now compared to what you did in 2004. It's just it's a business. They got to. It's a business thing for them. I can understand it's a business, but when I
Yeah.
heard the songs come out, I'm going, why fucking challenge yourself on a cruise with 3,500 people or whatever, where
Mm,
you can't challenge yourself in front of 20,000 people? You know?
yeah. Okay. I mean, as I said, I mean, I can agree. They need. They should put maybe one or two songs, rarer songs into the set, and still keep it as like a greatest hits type thing. Maybe rotate the the rarer songs in and out of the set,
Well,
like the oaths, like Almost Human or
yeah.
um, a Larger Than Life or some, stuff like that. It'd be great to hear those songs in the set, maybe, and then maybe make that performance, like arena performance special where say and sort of rotate those songs in and out, kind of like like Metallica does. I keep saying Metallica, but yes, like kind of like that, and keep it fresh for them, and it's still awesome for us fans as well. Who don't go on the cruise every year, but as I said, I will be trying to get on Kiss Cruise 5.
Well, the reason why I'm going on the cruise next year is
Yeah,
because I'll be a newlywed, and that's a totally different spectrum why I'm
yeah,
going on it. Yes, I'm
mm,
going on there too for the experiment and whatnot and blah blah blah. But my partner and I will be newlywed just in time for the cruise, and we are going to try to get on the Kiss Cruise 4. And yes, we're going to buy some stuff for David, and we're going to parade around and hopefully talk to Kiss and whatnot. But that's the reason why I want to go on it. It's more like a holiday for me. But when you hear the other stuff about the set list, I'm going, hmm. And this is what comes into this episode. Kiss are going to be, well, it's been announced at the question and answer sessions on the Kiss cruise that Kiss are starting off with their 40th anniversary tour next February. And I thought, what better way to do something fun for the podcast, and hopefully we can pass this on to Kiss somehow, whether via email or something, of creating a set list for 40 years for 40 songs. Now, I put it up on our podcast page. The rules are that you have to at least pick one song minimum from each studio album. Now, there was a thing
right.
about the
Mm.
B side of Alive 2. You can put that in if you want to, but whether or not the Kiss are going to play it or not. Well, how is this going to work?
But probably not Peter and Ace's solo either, because
No.
let's face it,
Well, you can put them in if you
they
want
won't
to.
play those songs.
You can
But
put them in. You can put them in if you want to. We're not
yeah,
stopping them,
but
but
but but
the
let's
Kiss
face it,
album, baby.
they will not. Yeah, they're Kiss songs, but you know that
Yeah.
the
And you
current
can
lineup
put
won't
in the
play
four
those songs.
songs off Killers as well. You can put off the four songs
Yeah,
off Killers. No live songs. We don't want anything from Alive
yeah,
1, Live 2, Live
we're
3.
talking studio
Yeah. We don't
studio
want anything
tracks.
from Double Platinum, even though they re-recorded Strata
Yeah.
78. We don't want that.
Oh, so we'll go through album by album. We'll start from first album. We'll go right up to Monster,
Yep.
and Jamie and I will hit to what we think. The songs, maybe the 22 songs that they could rotate in and out of the set, and you can have your opinion. Put it up
Yeah.
on the podcast page as well. We'd like to see what your choices are as well.
Well,
So
how this is going to work is I'm going to pick 22 songs straight off
And
the
I'll
bat
pick 22
from each,
songs.
and same for David. Rare
Yeah.
songs that Kiss had never seemed to play before, and the last 18 songs is going to be like a mix and match. Now, the rule
Yeah,
is,
well, basically,
yeah,
so the songs that they usually play.
yeah, the rules is you got to at least pick one song minimum. So you can pick 2 or 3 songs from any album. It doesn't matter, but at least there's a song from each album minimum, right? And yes, you got to put Carnival of Souls in. You got to put all those other ones in. I even go as far as that soundtrack song that Paul wrote for Detroit Rock City. Nothing can keep me from you. You can put that in if you want to. Now, apparently they're going to do a sympathy type of performance for the 40th, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Which I'd like to see them base it around the oath.
Yeah.
The actual
I
kind of
have
like
picked
the symphony was kind of based around Destroyer.
Yeah.
Maybe they should do. It would be great if they did it around the oath.
Yeah.
Sorry, the elder, I should say.
Yes, well, see, this is what I'm trying to say is I have picked like an ensemble type of arrangement. Now, even though the other songs, they can get blown out of the water with a full orchestra, they can do that. But I also have picked a 4 or 5 song performance, like an ensemble. And now, this is totally different set list that I picked for the Alive 4 Sympathy in Melbourne that happened in 2000. I went completely left field here. So, these are the rules. You got to pick at least one song from each album.
Well,
you got 40 songs to pick from, and don't necessarily say why. Just say this is the set list. This is what I want in the thing. And fans, we want you to get into it. Have a bit of fun with this. Be not just put one song. We want 40 songs. Be fun and that.
Yeah.
So, who wants to go first, Dave? You or myself?
I'll go first. We'll start from the first album.
Yep.
My choice that I'd put in Kissin' Time.
Yeah.
Kissin' Time. I watched the acoustic performance from the Budokan, and hearing acoustic, I thought, geez, that'd be great to hear in a set again. It's because it's a great song. It's a cover, I know that, but it'd be great to hear in a set again. That's my choice.
Yep. All right, first album for me. I'm going left field here. I'm going Let Me Know.
Yeah, that was my. I would have. My other choice would have. But yeah, that's a great choice actually.
Even
great
that
song.
That was played on the Kiss Cruise, and I think Kissing Time was played on it last year. I know they did a performance up at Budokan in the meet and greet, so.
Yeah, well, they did that meet and greet. They did forget half the words of it.
Yep.
Because obviously because they haven't played it too often.
Yeah, well there you go. Kissing Time and Let Me Know. What you got for the second album, Hot on the Hill?
Strange Ways.
Ooh, so you're gonna get Eric
Get Eric Singer to sing Strange Ways.
Yep.
Because I mean, I've heard different covers. I've heard Megadeth do it, and it's a great song that sung by Peter.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd like to see that one in the set every now and again with Eric Singer singing it.
Sweet. Well, I'm going a song that was played on the acoustic set on the Sail Away concert this year on the cruise. I'm going for Parasite. They know to play that back in.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I actually heard them play that on, heard them play it a couple of times. They played it in the face shows here in Australia in 2004, and then they did play it here in Melbourne on the reunion tour as well. So yeah, that's not a bad choice.
Well, we're going for Dress to Kill.
Dress to Kill. One. There's a few rare songs in that album that doesn't get played much. I'd say Two Timer.
My favourite song off that album is Two Timer, David, and you just beat me to it. That's my
Two Timer.
Well, they play that song at every sound check.
Yeah.
They play that song at every sound check. But I'm going for another song that was played on the Acoustic Sail Away concert this year. It's Rock Bottom. I love the harmonised guitar intro.
Yeah.
They were played on MTV Unplugged. It was also played in some areas on the reunion tour as well. Rock Bottom. I love to get that back in.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, there you go. Two-timer and Rock Bottom. I hate you, Dave. You got two-timer. Bam.
Oh, we
Oh
think
well.
alike.
Oh well. All right.
It's
Destroyer.
not a bad thing.
All right.
Destroyer.
Destroyer.
Flaming youth will set the world on fire. Flaming youth. The flag is flying higher and higher and higher and higher. Sorry,
So this
people,
is-
my bad singing.
See, listeners, this is why David, every time he goes higher, he's always talking about. No, we won't go that way.
No,
No,
no.
they can't go any higher than what they did. They won the grand final, so there you go.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's right.
I'm going Sweet Pain.
Yeah.
You know,
Be good. Good Gene song. A good Gene song. Maybe even do it as a fly up song.
Yeah. Well, I do know they played Flaming Youth back in. That's a
They
concert.
played it. They played. They haven't really played it that much
No, I
since
think once or twice.
the 1970s. I know. I heard it years ago. I heard them. They did play it on the Destroyer tour in Paris. And they did it in Paris. That song.
I don't know
Back
if
in
Sweet
the
Pain
70s.
was played live, but I have heard some stories that it has been played on the European tour. I don't know where about in Europe, but I did hear
Yeah.
it did get played. But there you go, Sweet Pain and Flaming Youth. All right, let's go rock and roll over.
I'm probably going to agree with you in this one as well. Take me anywhere you want to, just break me any way you can. So
Did
yeah,
you say
take
me or spank me?
take me. Jeez.
Put your
No,
hand
take
in
me.
my pocket, down to my right. Yeah, that one.
Rocket. Yeah,
Yeah.
great song.
Oh,
I'd love to
Jesus.
hear that again. You know,
There's so many
yeah.
good songs off Rock and
Oh,
Roll
yeah.
Over, but I'm going to go
Yeah.
out on the lib and go Mr. Speed.
Yeah, yeah. It's great. Why would you choose that one?
Well, I believe in '95, on the Speed soundtrack with Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves, they actually had Mr. Speed on that soundtrack. And when they came to Perth, I'm pretty sure they played it live, whether it's at the convention or in the concert set list. They actually played Mr. Speed.
On the Kiss Mask Down Under tour?
Yeah, whether it's a convention or I'm pretty sure it's a convention. I'm pretty sure they played a bit off it, but I know it's on the Speed soundtrack with Keanu Reeves.
They did. I think they did play it in the convention shows, but they didn't play it in the arena shows. It was they didn't play it in the arena shows though.
Yeah.
They just played it in the acoustic shows at the conventions. So yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
did.
Mr.
They
Speed,
did.
Mr. Speed should have a run in a set list somehow.
Yeah, I mean, another great Kiss song. There are a lot of them in the 70s that, just unfortunately never get played much.
No.
With
Well, what about Love Gun?
Love Gun. What? I'd guess song also was played in the indoor shows on the cruise. Almost Human.
Almost Human, yeah. I was about
Yeah, great.
Almost Human, definitely go
Plastic,
yeah.
or Plastic Caster.
Yeah. I mean, I want another song to come back in the set list, and it hasn't been in there for a while. From Love Gun, it's I Stole Your Love.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, they have played it. What was the last? They do still play that song a lot. I mean, they even starts off the show. They did play it on the start of the Sonic Boom tour, didn't they? I think the Islington show they opened up with it, didn't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, the O2 Islington show, but that
I
song,
like
yeah,
to
that's
see I Stole Your Love back in the set list because they
yeah,
did it
it,
right up to they had that song right up to the Revenge tour. I
a
Stole Your Love.
lot, yeah, yeah, a lot, and
So
then they played it a lot on the reunion tour as well.
yeah, and the reunion, yeah.
Um,
So
yeah,
I don't know if they played it on the Psycho Circus or Farewell, but after than that, it basically never came back on the set list. So
yeah.
all right, let's go the four studio albums, solo albums.
Um, not going as you just said before. I'm not going to include anything off Ace and Peter's album. Is a that we know that Kiss the current Kiss lineup will not play anything off those albums, so they are Ace and Peter's album, which is fair enough. But for me, off Gene and Paul's albums, I'd like to see Tonight You Belong to Me. Off Gene's album, Living in Sin.
You fucking bastard! I was gonna say that.
So yeah, they'd be the two.
Yeah,
that
well,
I'd
I'm
put up.
going to go Ace and Peter as well. I don't care if Tommy and Eric's in the band, and they can play
Uh,
any
Could you,
song.
could, could you imagine how much shit it would cause if they did play songs off those albums?
Well,
What?
this is what I'm going to go as. I'm going to go Paul. Wouldn't you like to know me?
Yep.
I'm going to go Gene. You picked it first, but I'm going to go another one with Radioactive.
Yeah. They haven't played.
With
They
Tommy,
haven't played.
with
They
Tommy
haven't played
Ace,
that
with Tommy
tour.
playing Ace, I want him to do either. Yeah, fuck it, go New York Groove,
Yeah.
because that's a cover song. And
Yeah. Yeah.
For Peter Eric, well for Eric to do Peter, get him to do Tossing and Turning.
Yeah.
You know, so that's my
Hmm.
four from the solo albums. All right, let's go Dynasty
Dynasty.
or Dynasty.
Yeah. All right. And as they say in Australia, the Dynasty.
Mm.
But let's say Magic Touch for me.
Bugger, yeah, I'll go Charisma.
So we do think a lot sometimes, people.
I always
Yeah.
thought Charisma sounds like Boney M in the chorus.
I can't agree or deny that one because I haven't really listened to much Boney M over the years, but I'll take your word for it on that one.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the biggest album in Australia, Amas.
It's been tomorrow.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes,
I'll go
we're gonna
She.
fall in love tomorrow.
I'll go. She's so European. She's one of a kind. All of her mind.
World of my mind.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a great album. It's great. They could wish they'd play some of those songs in Australia again. It'd be great. I mean,
I don't know
it,
if Shannon will
as soon as
allow him
that
to
was,
play. I don't know if Shannon will allow him to play She's So European. Gene.
yeah.
And that.
Uh,
All right, let's go to four songs of Killers. Oh no, before that we go Elder.
the Elder. Well, for me, the Oath has to come into the set.
Yeah.
Has to. You know, great song. Glad they played it again on the cruise. It's rock show that they've played it.
Yeah.
In full. Uh, it just needs to be in the set. It's too good a song for it not to be in the set.
Yeah. Well, I'm going with you on that one. I'm going the Oath. It was awesome on the cruise, both the first and second night. If they were going to play another song and I want them to play it, will have to be
And,
either between
it's
I or Mr. Blackwell.
I yeah for me I'd say if they're going to play another anthemic sort of, they were going to say take out, well, either shout out loud or well, we know rock and roll will never be out of the set. If they would take some
And the very
shout out,
first
played
song,
out of the set.
the very first song for the ensemble sympathy thing, I will put Just a Boy in.
Yeah.
All right, let's go the 4 songs off Killers.
Personally, I'm not that. As I said to you before, I'm not the greatest fan of Killers. To me, if I was to put any of those songs in the set, myself, I would put Nowhere to Run.
I'm gonna go out on a
Nowhere.
limb and have the siren blaring for Partners in Crime.
Yeah.
Make it like a cop
I
scene
mean,
type of thing. Make it like a cop show, like I don't know,
yeah.
NCIS or CSI. Put it like a cop show type of scene into it. Partners in
Uh,
Crime. All right, let's go to my other favourite album of mine is Creatures of the Night, and I'm going
oh,
out first here, Dave. I'm going Rock and Roll Hell.
yeah, I don't even, for me, because I kind of agree with you on that one. If I was going to say go something different, Satan Sinner.
Yep.
Satan Sinner is a great,
And the second song in
great,
the
it's a great
ensemble,
feature. It's
and
great.
the second song in the symphony ensemble, I Still Love You.
Yeah, yeah, that sound great with the
Yep.
symphony. Yeah, the full blown
Yep.
symphony.
Yep. All right, let's go to the one that is proclaimed as Vinny Save Kiss album, Lick It Up.
Mm-hmm. All hell's breaking loose. Hey, hey, who's read the news?
Oh hell, who's
Oh,
breaking loose in your head?
no,
No?
it's great. Yeah, that's a great song. I mean, it's a
I'm
great
gonna
sort of
go. I'm gonna go
heavy,
biased here.
heavy grooving song. That one.
I'm gonna be a
Nick.
little bit biased. I'm gonna pick 2 songs off this album. I'm gonna pick
Oh,
Exciter and
yeah,
on the
if
eighth
you want more pay, yeah.
and on the
Huh?
8th day.
Yeah. I'd still go all hell's breaking loose.
Well, I picked 2
So,
songs. We
yeah.
picked 3 songs. Yeah, we can go whatever. All right, let's go to another one that had a bit of Brewston and a bit of Mark St. John on it, and Animalize. No, bugger you, I'm going first on this one. I'm going Burn Bits Burn.
For me, Murder in High Heels.
Another June one.
Mm-hmm.
How many songs we
Right.
got from June? I think I'm being too biased because I'm a June fan, but yeah, I have mixed them up. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, they're just, why not? They're great songs. So
well, they're great songs.
why
Yeah.
not put them in? Yeah.
Well, I'll go
I
Burn
mean,
Bits Burn. Whether or not they'll play it, put a fog in the
yeah.
liar place, but who knows? All right,
Yeah.
Asylum.
Oh, easy. Yeah, and I've said this song to you before, a whole night.
I'm going Street. I'm going to go Trial by Fire. I like that song. Or even another song I want on there, King of the Mountain.
Yeah.
Got a great intro on the drums
Yeah.
by Eric Carr, and I know Eric Singh can do it, so it's a great
Oh, yeah.
intro song.
Eric
So, yeah.
Singh can
So
play
2 songs for
mostly
me.
anything.
2 songs for me, King of the Mountain and Trail by Fire. So
Yeah.
let's go to the one that basically got them a hit in the European countries. Is Crazy Nights.
For me, I might go 2 on this one. No, no, no.
Yep.
And go about if they're going to play a ballady song, Reason to Live.
Well, I'm going for the first one that you did. No, no, no. And I'm going to go Hell or High Water.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, still, I mean, that's yeah. I mean, those songs, even though they sound more lighter, poppier on the album,
Yeah.
to hear them live, I mean, no, 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 sounded great on the Crazy Nights tour live. Sounded a lot better. So it'd be well worth playing in the set.
Yep.
It'd be great to hear Tommy's interpretation of the solos.
Yep.
solo on No No No.
Hmm.
See how he interprets it, like he did on Hide Your Heart on the cruise. Yeah, it'd just be a great song to hear him play.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like, it'll allow him to sort of expand more on his guitar playing and all that a little bit, and maybe show a bit more flash and
Mm.
all that. So Tommy's a great guitar player, much as people put him down for his playing, but he's still a great guitar player.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the last Eric Carr album. God Rest His
Mm.
Soul is hot in the shade.
Yes, I mean it'd be great as a tribute to Eric.
Little Caesar.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, just to pay tribute to how much they love Eric, and they obviously still love him as a brother and all that. Um, yeah, I'd like to hear Little Caesar, or I might even go a second one on this one. Rise to It.
Well, I'm going to agree with you on the first one. I think they do need to do a tribute to this Eric Carr, and I think Eric Singer can do the vocals very well with
Oh,
Little Caesar.
he would be able to nail it perfect.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I'm going either The Street Giveth or
the
Betrayed.
street, yeah, as a Gene song, yeah, yeah.
Gene had did Gene did perform
That,
Betrayed.
Betray was played, I think, maybe twice on the
Yeah,
Hot in the Shade
and
tour. Yeah,
also Little Caesar was played I think once or twice too.
yeah. Very early on in the tour, I think. I'll have to look it up
Yeah,
and
no, that was
well, have a look at
I have to look
see
it up.
when what
Yeah.
show after what shows it was played on. Have a look up on Kiss Facts and look it up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I have seen Betrayed in the set, but it was only played very rarely, maybe only once or twice. So, but yeah,
All right, let's go to my favourite album by Kiss, and I think it's a favourite album among a lot of Kiss fans. Is Revenge, the heaviest album they
yeah.
ever brought out. Now,
Oh, yeah, still
remember,
love that album this day.
we can do 22 song thing, but most of my songs are going to come back to the Revenge album. But I've got about
Yeah.
2 or 3 songs I'm picking off right now from Revenge. But you go
Yeah.
first.
To get a song, they could get a song. I was just thinking before we got on tonight to do the podcast, they could get everyone to sing along, especially certain part of it uh, is Thou Shalt Not. Could you imagine the crowd going, "You
You
can't leave.
fucking answer.
Kiss
That's
my
my song.
ass."
My song.
Yeah,
I have to agree with you.
imagine.
I have to agree with you. They got to
Yeah.
play Thou Shalt Not, but there's 2 other songs I love them to play off Revenge. Take It Off.
If they won't ever play that
I
again,
I know.
guarantee,
Take
guarantee
It
it for one
Off and Heart of
reason.
Chrome.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Hard to Chrome, yeah, but I don't think they'll ever play Take. If they do play Take It Off, it won't be without little friends with us
Hey,
tape
they can
vests.
play Take It Off. No, they can play Take It Off by removing their face paint. That's taking it
Yeah,
off.
but the
I
song we
know
know
what the song's
is
about.
about
I know what the song's
about
about.
strippers,
Getting down
but
and dirty. Baby, burning
they,
in the air, lick your lips and shake your hair,
or even they don't really they could play it, but they don't even need to have the strippers on the stage like they did in 1992. They could do it on the graphic on the screen behind them.
Exactly.
Some sort of, yeah, they could do it that way,
Well,
I
that's the
suppose.
same
But
with Up All Night or Who Wants to Be Lonely. They can put the bloody girls on the screen.
yeah, yeah,
But you know what they'll
yeah.
do when they come to Australia? They'll probably will get the strippers on. Who knows? Or
You
you
know
get
they won't.
yeah.
You know they won't.
No, not with Shannon
That
and
ain't
Janelle.
gonna happen.
All right, let's go Carnival of Souls.
Carnival of Souls. Might actually think of 2 songs here: Master and Slave, and Might go Rain.
Right. If they're going to bring like the whole people, or the surviving members on stage, I
Or
like
sorry,
them to bring.
Master and Slave and the Jungle.
Yep. If they were going to bring everyone on the stage to play
But
different parts and that, I like Bruce Kulick to play his lead track on that album, I Walk Alone,
yeah,
and Jungle.
yeah,
You know, they're two songs that do it for me from, excuse me, from Carnival of Souls. But yeah, there's mine. Alright, Psycho Circus, and I've already got my song already laid out, and they should play this at every concert at the start. That this should be a rally cry for 40 years,
yeah.
and you one of the best, you got the best. They should sing that.
I like you thinking there. I'm going to actually go that one with you too. And I'm going to also go a song that was actually played on the Rock Nations tour.
I pledge allegiance to
That
the song.
pledged allegiance to the state of rock and roll.
Yeah. And
And also,
also,
I might even go a third song. Raise Your Glasses.
yeah,
That's,
if they
I mean,
played,
to me,
I like them to play Within again because on the Psycho Circus tour, Within sounded crap, but
uh,
I like them
yeah,
to do it again.
to
I
me,
like Within on the album, but live sounded crap. I've got the Argentina version here and it sounded
yeah.
shit. Alright, let's fast forward to the next studio album, to Sonic Boom. There was a lot of gaps in between, a lot of drinks and whatnot, and personnel changes and whatnot. Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom. So, I mean, there's such great songs on it. Uh, fuck. I'm thinking of this Gene song. It's in my head. I can't remember the title. I'm just going mental blank.
Russian Roulette, Hot and Cold.
Um, no, it's
From
not Hot and
Animal.
Cold. No, not Animal. There's another one. Jesus Christ, I wish I had. Uh, just wait 2 seconds, people. I'm
Yep,
just going to go and do a cheat here and actually get the album out.
yep.
To, yeah, won't be a tick.
Well, I'm gonna go for Hot or Cold. I reckon that song should be it. Yeah,
Get my
David, I just said to the
deluxe
listeners,
European.
I picked Hot and Cold from Sonic Boom to play in there.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking about. Yes, I know. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, well, that was actually a recycled song that they had back in the early days in the 70s. That was
Yeah.
an old song, but yeah, yes, I know. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And also, probably another song. Uh, just another Eric song. All
Damn,
for the glory.
all for the glory.
Or if they were to, like share the vocals around a bit more and all that, give,
I rather Tommy to play When Lightning Strikes than Out of This World.
I'm actually out of this was growing on me on live. To be honest, I watching on YouTube. I was watching the performance from the Budokan and all that, and I actually kind of I'm really liking that song live now.
Well, there you go.
Where it's when it at the start of Monster Tour wasn't too sure about it. I'm actually kind of it's sort of growing on me now live.
I like
It's
I like When Lightning Strikes more than Out of This World. I'm not digging
yeah
Tommy, but it's just me. It's
yeah it's
yeah.
I mean yeah just liking preferring that song more. It's fair
All right.
enough.
I've got two songs from from Monster that gotta come on.
Well, yep. What you go ahead? I'll let you go first on this one.
Take Me Down Below and Eat Your Heart Out.
Yep. For me, I mean, it was in the set here in the Australian shows, and it has been was played elsewhere, but I think Wall of Sound needs to be in there. It's my favourite song of not Sonic Boom, off Monster. And if another one, probably. yeah, kind of say take me down below, or even Eric's song. Yeah, Eric's song from the album that needs
All
to
for
be
the love of
played.
rock and roll.
Yeah, all for the love of rock and roll. It needs to be, in there to sort of, you know, as another Eric song that he needs to play.
Well, there are 22 songs from each of the albums.
Yeah.
Let's do a 18 songs, and I'll go off the bat. I'll put the whole 18 songs in one lot, and
Mhm.
I'll try and count them off the head as I go along, so I don't have to repeat myself.
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna have Rock and Roll All Night. We're gonna have Detroit Rock City. We're gonna have Shout It Out Loud. We're gonna have Love Gun. We're gonna have Lick It Up. We're going to have um, Cold Gin. We're going to have probably Let Me Know Rock and Roll. We're going to have
Let me go. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
We're going to
most
have
we don't really need to. I mean, everybody knows that those songs are in the
yeah,
set
but I want to
anyway.
put them in. I want to put them in, and then I'm going to 80 styles
Yeah.
now. I like them to have Creatures of the Night. Like them to have um, Forever back in, and for a blown out performance, do God Go Rock and Roll to you. Put everyone
Yeah.
on there. Do God Go Rock and Roll to you. Um,
Mm.
put Domino back in.
Yeah.
Um, put Unholy back in.
I'd like to see actually another song. I'm kind of sad it was out of the set this tour, but it's a great song from Sonic. I forgot, should have mentioned this during Sonic Boom. Modern Day Delilah. Why that was taken out of the set? They should have really,
I know
you know.
exactly why it was taken out of the set list because Paul can't sing it live,
Oh yeah.
especially when he hits. I mean, this is the statement. He can't hit the high pitches, but as soon as he plays the oath, boom, knocked it out of the ballpark. So what are they actually
Unless,
doing? What are they actually doing?
or,
These little
unless
microphones.
yeah, but they could, unless they sort of, I don't know, maybe
The only way it's
try
going to
to
work.
sort of, yeah, but not use. I'm not saying auto tune, but and get one of the other guys to kind of like share the song type of thing.
Well,
You know,
for
get maybe
saying that,
Gene or Eric to do the high part
well, they're saying
somehow.
that the last three performances, two on the cruise and one at the Budokan, and I've noticed
Yeah,
this just recently. These microphone buffet covers, you've got one on yours microphone jack,
yeah,
I've got one on my microphone jack.
yeah,
The only person that doesn't have it on his microphone on stage is Gene Simmons.
yeah,
Tommy's got one, Paul's got one. I don't think Eric Singer's got one playing the drums, but he does have one on the Sail Away concert on the acoustic set on the cruise. Now,
yeah.
I'm I am saying that they're doing something to his voice. There's no doubt about it. People can call me an arsehole and say, Jamie, you know absolutely fuck all what you're talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't just listen with my eyes, I listen with my ears as well. And when you know that he can't sing I was made for love and your heaven's on fire, but yet complete shapeshift to the oath, and people saying, oh, he had rest, his rested voice. You tell me he had a 20-hour flight from Japan to Miami, had about 2 or 3 day layover, and then was playing the first to sail away concert. For me personally, it's not enough time to rest your voice.
Well, after the Canadian show, I mean, they might be playing for at least, was it nearly 3 months? So at least he'll have a bit of rest and come back and start the 40th anniversary. Well, let's say, although they were saying, but this next run of shows next year with a lot of rest to his voice, so it should be doing good, you know.
But if they're gonna do a what they mentioned on the cruise, the Sympathies tour with the 40th anniversary. The only way it's going to work is auto tune. They've got the technology. Now, this is the thing. They've got the technology there to use it. Use it for his own advantage. People say, I don't fix what's not broken. It's been broken since 2008. If there's something there to fix a problem, use it. And I think Gene or someone from the KISS side of things had clicked on and not just listened to what we've got to say, but another podcast and a great friend of ours, Three Sides of the Coin. We both said the same thing. They need to do something to alter the problem. So what? Who's going to complain that, oh, that's been auto-tuned? Seriously. If it's to fix the vocals, use it. But seriously, who's going to complain about, oh, that was a great thing, oh, they're using some type of technology? Only the die-hard fans will fucking complain, but really, who cares? If they
as long as the show sounds great, I don't really care if they use auto tune. I mean, I don't. Talking about another artist, when somebody was accusing Black and Lawless of doing the same thing when he came to Australia X amount of years ago, who cares, man? As long as the show sounds great and it's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Kiss have prided on since their inception, is putting on a great show. And if they have to do something, who cares?
Well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when Gene loses his voice again, like he did up in Japan on the reunion tour, and Paul has to sing his songs?
You know? Well, as long as you get a great Kiss show out of it,
But I will say this: every time I look at you, was played, and I think that should come back in the set list from Revenge. I was disappointed from the performance from the solo acoustic set on the cruise. It's not what I know. It's not what I love. Yes, he can't sing it. It sounded like a slow country western song for me, and oh man, it hurts me to say this because as much as I love the band and love that album, it just, I don't know, it just turned me off that song for now. I just I want Paul to fix his vocals up, but if they don't sing it, don't sing it.
What about if they do that show, do that song, but hand it to Eric?
Get what?
Eric can sing. Eric's a great singer as well. Give it to him.
Like we mentioned before, I truly believe they're limiting the talent vocal-wise from Eric, because Eric's been in the band since, well, on and off since 89. He played with Paul in the solo.
Well, technically, he's been on and off since about 91. He actually
91, but he played with Paul in the solo tour in 89.
Yeah, but he wasn't a part of KISS then. Talking about
but
from
he
when
knows the songs. But the thing is, why limited he can play every song? He knows the song inside and out. When this is another thing. When they fuck ass around a song, he's Eric bashing away, keeping the tune up. He knows the beat. He wants a song to continue. When here you got Gene and Paul just mucking around on the guitars, making out they don't know the song. You got Eric, who is a timekeeper basically, that keeps them in time and whatnot. Why don't you use his talent? He's been in more bands. He's been in Alex Cooper. He's been in Badlands. He's been with Gary Moore. He's been with Black Sabbath. Why don't you use his talent more?
As a singer, yeah.
Because here's the thing.
I reckon
two studio albums, he brought out two songs, and hardly ever of them gets played. They probably got played on the last cruise last year, and the one before, and that was it.
I mean, yeah, they could. I reckon it'd sound interesting actually having Eric Singer sing Every Time I Look at You. I mean, he's got a great voice. I mean, he's a great singer. and all that. Why not give it to him to sing like they used to give, like they give him Black Diamond or
Yeah, but
or
why? This is what I can't understand. They gave him mainline a thing halfway through the set, and then
yeah,
here in Australia, over in Europe, over in the North American tour, the last song he sings, well, the only song he sings is probably the last song of the night is Black Diamond.
yeah,
What about when he was on the Kisteria, on the 2008, and also on the Kisteria documentary? He was also begging Gene to sing Beth on that tour.
but he did end up singing Beth on the Sonic Boom tour, for a bit, and with doing it differently than what Peter did, and they did it kind of like acoustically, and all the bands sort of come up and played, acoustic guitars and all that, and it
Yeah,
sounded great.
but
I mean,
I'm like this. I want them to use his talent more. There's two albums now, studio albums that had him and Tommy leading their vocals, and yet
mm,
Tommy can get the right of way to play Out of This World. Well, why not bloody Eric? Okay,
yeah,
it's a business, but I look at it this
yeah,
way: Eric's been in the band longer than Tommy, but they override Eric for Tommy, and they
mm,
minimise Eric's talent, what he knows and what he does well for Tommy.
mm,
And then you put two Tommy songs, well, not Tommy song, you put an Ace song and a Tommy song together, Shock Me and Out of This World together, it doesn't work, right? It simply doesn't work. Have them in the
mm,
set list, but at separate ends, away from each other. It just doesn't work having Shock Me and
yeah,
Out of This World together. I mean, why couldn't they put in um, All for the Love and Rock and Roll, All for the Glory? But yet, you go on
yeah,
the cruise, they put mainline in. I'm going,
mm,
is someone's woken up here or what? You know?
yeah,
And this is why I was saying before in the early podcast, it just kind of pissed me off saying that I think Kiss are lazy. Tour wise, they're not lazy on the bloody cruise, but they've got so much catalogue. I know how hard it is to make a set list up. They're making a 15 or 17 song set list off a 40-year, 22 album,
yeah,
whatnot. And it's fucking hard. But I'm agreeing with you, Dave. I reckon they should do what Metallica does and challenge themselves each night and put at least 5 songs in and take 5 songs out. I mean, if you go to the 1980 Unmasked tour of Australia down under,
yeah,
it was the same fucking set list from night one straight to the end. Even when they
mm,
went to New Zealand, it was the same set list.
mm,
But when they came 15 years later in '95, different set list. They came to the reunion, different set list. They came for the farewell, different set list. They came for 2004, different set list. As soon as they came back in 2008, been constant flow of the same set list after set list after set list. And
mm.
I want to, I want to be
They
surprised.
kind of, I mean, they kind of, for a small bit when they were here in Australia, they did sort of change the set list a little bit every night. And they had Wall of Sand and W in
In
Perth,
Perth, and they
and they
had
then they took it out, and there was some songs that were in the set in the first night in Melbourne weren't on the second night in Melbourne. They did change it up a bit. I thought that was kind of cool. They, I mean, they did that, but I wish they'd do that a bit more.
yeah.
You know,
I mean,
sort
I
of,
heard they put Hotter Than Hell and Deuced in by the time they came around your way, but
yeah,
they dropped Old Mate for Loving You and Shandy after the Adelaide concert, and they didn't put it back until they went up to Mackay for Shandy. But
yeah,
I believe around the Sydney concert, or even in Melbourne the second night, they put Deuced in, or Hotter Than
uh,
Hell, and they played that
yeah,
all the way through.
yeah,
But, you know, they know these fucking songs, Kiss. We know they're not stupid. But to see the morale and the applause when they did the oath, and Jane's going up to Paul and going, that was fucking rocking, like giving like a knuckle punch high
I,
five.
I, I think they've they've seen that, and I think that'll be in the set a bit more actually, just quietly.
Mm.
if they're doing the high fives or something with that song,
What?
I think they've realised that that song needs to be in the set, and I think we will see the Oath play it a bit more in the set list in a regular concert.
Well, going on to
Maybe that
set.
maybe they're using the cruise to road test some songs that they're thinking they might
Yeah.
try and put it in a main arena show set. Um, see how test it out, see how it goes with the diehards and all that.
Well, here's a
Possibly.
question I'm going to
But
throw at you, Dave.
yeah,
How much are you willing to pay to hear the Oath?
well, I'm willing to pay to get on the cruise to see. As I said before, I'm aiming to get on Kiss Cruise 5, and
Yeah, but that's just for you. What about the
yeah,
price for all the fans that can't get on the cruise? I mean, we pay
yeah, well,
75, $80, whatever it is, right?
yeah.
But if you want to put these songs that we mentioned from 40 years into the set list, how much are you willing to pay? Because like
Well,
I said at the start of the podcast, I believe that's a fine line now that Kiss has made from a real Kiss fan to a casual Kiss fan. And I think you and I and a lot of other people are in that category now of the casual fans that been around for 30 odd years who have bought the albums, the t-shirts, the memorabilia and that. But if you don't spend the hard-earned money like $3,500 to get on the cruise, you're a casual fan. Whether I'm
um,
right or wrong in saying that, but this is the way I see it. I see that Kiss have put a stamp note that they separate the group now. You on that side, you on that side. If you come on the cruise, or you're part of us. If you can pay $3,500, this is what you get in return. But if you pay $150, you're gonna get the scraps basically. You're gonna get the hits, and I'm just I'll say this. I'm willing to pay up to $250 of the set list that me and you just made up by putting the rarity stuff in, because then you know you're getting your
yeah.
money's worth. But as saying that,
I mean, they're not going to put like old rarity like
no,
doing
no, no, no,
already
no. I'm just
set,
saying if
but
they put
to
like mainline in and
maybe have one or two, but change them each night and sort of thing, and just sort of make it special where they played mainline on the first night in Melbourne, but the second night they played Almost Human, sort of as the rare song, just do it that way. They don't have to majorly change the set to from the hits package.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, uh,
If they do it
just
like
every now and again chuck in like an Almost Human. Like kind of like they did on the Sonic Boom tour where they threw in Crazy Nights. It in played uh, since Hot in the Shade tour before that. I mean, they can do that. I mean, without it sacrificing the set too much of being a greatest hits for the more
well, the thing is,
casual fan than us.
well,
I mean,
the major disappointment that I see in Kiss is they don't touch on the unmasked stuff from the 80s and early 90s as much as they do with the old original stuff. There's
hmm.
a there's a big period from when they
I
took
mean, they can do that here when they come here. They could throw in maybe as a special song, maybe throw in "Is That You?" Um, songs like that. For, in different countries, maybe like the rarer songs and all that sort of thing.
mm, but
You know,
I truly believe if that this 40th anniversary tour that's starting next year, and I did hear that Kiss will come within 2 years, not
yeah.
yet.
Another thing that actually came out of the Q&A where you and I were discussing too. Another thing that uh, a piece of product that was being talked about for about 2 or 3 years. Um, Kissology 4. It
Yes.
was talked. again. That it's going to come out in December. I think they said,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
whether or not that's true, because I remember
Yeah, I know.
last year on the cruise, Doc said it was
Doc,
coming
yeah,
out and whatnot.
yeah.
Fingers crossed we're getting a Christmas
Fingers crossed.
present, but apparently, yeah, it was mentioned again. It's supposed to be released in December, but we've been waiting 4 years for this to come out. You know, since
I mean, it'd be great.
2009.
It'd be great to actually see it on Blu-ray too.
Well, I love to do it too, but whether or not they're going to do it, or whether they're going to do the same as the other three, have three different bonus discs in it, who knows?
They could still even do the Blu-rays with the bonus discs.
Yeah,
Alright.
you know, but
It's still.
there was some regions that, like, I've got some American ones here, I can't play them with DVD.
Mate,
That's
well,
no different.
maybe we need to speak to someone about that.
Oh, I just need to get myself another DVD player.
Or,
That big
or
pal.
yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know.
But we'll leave that. We'll leave that. We'll just discuss that after the show.
But before we wrap it up, fans,
Yeah.
we are going to put our full set list up of the other 18 songs. I think we just managed to stop it because one, I I'm pretty disappointed, and also I'm happy for Kiss playing these songs, but I'm a little bit disappointed that they waited to the cruise to do this rather than do it while they're on tour, which you, myself, and a lot of other people have been waiting for years for these songs to come. I mean, I truly believe we're coming up to the end of Kiss very, very, very sooner than later, because I know there's another album coming out. There's been talk of another album coming out and whatnot, but I truly believe this is it. It's just got to be it, because there's nothing more to
Mm.
come from this. I mean, they've done a sympathy tour. Why do it again? You know, I know they're going around the world with this type of idea, but it's not new. It's not fresh. It's been done here in Australia before. Yeah, I'm glad that America and England and the European countries are going to be seeing this extravaganza, but when they
Mm.
come back to Australia, for me, it's going to be like, we've seen it before. We need something
Yeah.
different. I was saying to my partner, I don't think we're going to get the Monster Spider stage. It's going to cost way too much money to come here. It's going to be I reckon it's going to be similar to the Sympathy stage. You know, I think it'd be awesome if they do bring the Spider, but I just can't see it happening. If they were going to
Yeah.
bring the Spider, they would have brought it out earlier this year, which was a little
Maybe
gremlin.
or maybe it wasn't ready by
Yeah,
then. The full thing. Like I mean, we got parts of it.
will
Part
there
of
be
what
new
looks like part of it.
costumes? Will there be new
Yeah.
costumes? Who knows?
I'd say there will be. It'll be well. They'll change it up a little. The costumes up a little bit. They always do.
Yeah,
Um.
but
Yeah.
no,
It's
I,
It'd be
I,
great to. I can't wait. I hope great to be hearing some new Kiss music as usual. Always look forward to a new Kiss album. Buy like 7 different copies of it again, like I did this time for Monster.
yeah. But
Um,
I'm like this. You know, I'm not on the fence. I'm half and half. I'm half pissed off what Kiss done, but also I'm happy that they've done it, because
yeah,
you and I, Dave, are the one that missed out. And yeah, okay, so it's all well as good and said that I'm going on it next year, but
mm,
you know, what makes
mm,
you say these songs that played on the cruise never get played ever again? And that's where I'm coming from. You and I, and a lot of people that I've spoken to since the cruise, are literally pissed off. Why did they have to challenge themselves then? I mean, it's going to be interesting this Friday night what set list they're going to have.
I think they will start challenging them. Will start throwing in a few more of those sort of songs. As I said before, maybe they were road testing a couple of them
Yep.
on the cruise.
And
And
we'll be getting that set list.
With Gene and Paul, as you say, high fiving after the oath, maybe they're thinking, oh, that song might work in a normal set. You know,
Well, we'll be getting the set list, you and David, Saturday our time, before we go out to rock with the Screaming Jets, and hopefully we can get a bit of a a set list on that. And if we don't get it Saturday, we'll definitely get it Sunday. But
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see that what set list will be up at Calgary for Friday night. But guys, I will wrap it up here. We will put the full set list up of what Dave and I would like to have in the set list. But we want to give you guys a bit of fun this week and have a bit of a game. 40 songs for 40 years. Rules are you got to pick one song minimum from each album, that studio album. You can put the B-side in. You can use the 4 solo album, also the 4 songs from, or 5 songs from Killers. But you got to go from the first debut album right up until Monster. There's 22 songs, and then pick another 18 of mix up. You can have greatest hits, or you can have all rarities. It's up to you. And you can also, if you want to put Acrobat, which was later turned into Love Theme from Kiss, well, mate, put that in.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to hear from you guys. What you think will be a 40th anniversary special? 40 Kiss songs from 40 years, one per album minimum. You know, you can have as many songs as you want from each album, but you've got to be 40 songs, no more than 40. And you never know, we can pass these songs over to Kiss, and we never know whether they use it or not. It's up to them. But we'll get them to see what we do and whatnot. So yeah, that's our questions, and that's our fun game for the week for the fans to do. Also, David and I are going to be discussing the T-shirts this weekend coming up. We have got the design. We're just going to have our eyes glued on a little thing that we made up on our computer that it's on a T-shirt. We're going to show David and see what he thinks is right or wrong, or where we can fix this up or fix that up, and then we can take that to the print plant and then get the order forms for the fans to order. And also there'll be other little goodies coming out as well that Dave and I have got in our minds, and we're going to talk about it together and have a bit like a business meeting. But also, more importantly, we're going to have fun, and that. Also, in a couple of weeks' time, there will be another side project. We said it before, and I'm going to say it again. It's going to be a metal show. It's completely off the topic. It's not going to just be focused on one band. It's going to be creating music for the Australian independents and all around the world.
Yeah, more. I want to basically. I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. Yeah, I want to promote a lot of the bands from here as well. There's some great bands here in Australia. One of them. I'd like to promote. They're over touring with Slayer right at the moment. For bands like that. We'll talk about all the great releases. Do album reviews and all that. So that'll be coming up, and we'll be talking about that this weekend.
And guys, like I said before, jump on our podcast fan page on Facebook. Go to our Twitter. Go to our Twitter. Go to our Facebook. Go to our YouTube. Go to Podbean. Go to Spreaker. Go to DitcherRadio.com. Give us your love. You can hate me, you can love David, or you can hate David or love me. I don't care. But just show us your love, show us your support. We'll answer any questions that you guys would love to ask us. If you want someone on the show or you've got a topic, please let us know. We can try and get a special guest as quick as we can. We can also use some of your topic questions. If you've got a topic that you like David and I to discuss about Kiss. We don't necessarily want to do an album review. They've been done and dusted. A lot of magazines and that have done it. But if you want our opinion, let us put it towards us, and we can discuss it in like a fan segment or something like that. Which will create a fan segment, David, of what the fans have asked this week, or what comment they have given us over the week episode, and that we should do like a fans segment, so we can break it into a bit more of a fan interaction type of thing.
Yeah.
But also this weekend, Dave and I will be talking about doing a live episode, whether it be through Google Hangouts or through the other avenues that we have been looking at. We're going to be discussing that. But yeah, but let's go back to the homework. go and give us your ultimate 40 years, 40 songs set list. One song minimum per each album, Judo album. And please
Yeah.
write to us, and we'll put them up, and we'll discuss it again next week in a little bit of detail. Will be another topic coming up next week. And also, I want to say thank you again to Loretta Carr for joining us on last week's
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
All right,
We'd
guys.
we would love to have her on again.
Yeah, well, so we're going to have her on again too. But all right, guys. This is it. We had an awesome thing. 40 songs from 40 years set list. So give us your opinion. We're not right. We're not wrong. It's just the way we look at it, and no bashing for Kiss. That's the way we look at it. Okay, guys. We'll catch you next week. See you guys.
They try to tell us we don't belong. That's alright. We're millions strong. This is my music. It makes me proud. These are my people, and this is my crowd. These are crazy, 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 crazy.
Welcome to another episode of Crazy Nights, the Australian Kiss podcast. I'm one of your Crazy Nights co-hosts, Jamie McNichol, and I'm wearing my thinking cap on today because there's a lot of thinking got to be done in this episode. But before we get on to this week's episode, I'd like to introduce my other co-host, David Fowler. How you going, David?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Jamie. Hello, everyone.
And David, I just got to say we had another milestone last week with our first episode that we ever had that reached over 1,000 views. And
yeah, thanks everyone for watching our show. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah, and also we got a couple of reviews and ratings on iTunes, which is good. Our producer passed the feedback on to me yesterday, David. We got a 5-star rating and a comment on iTunes, so it looks promising. But we want to thank Loretta Caravello for joining us last week and giving us a episode that we can not thank her enough for. And the stories, it was a long one, David. We must admit, it was a long one.
It was a long one, but long but enjoyable. I must say, I was actually glad to be able to talk to Loretta about getting the card after Eric's passing and all that. Talk to her about that and thank her for that too. So,
And David does have a bit of a housework to do.
So I have to try to find it. Hopefully, I haven't lost it because I have moved a lot since 22 years in the last 22 years. So, yeah, hopefully I've still got it around. So I'll be pretty devastated if I've lost it, but I'll keep looking and I'll find it. When I do, I'll be putting it up on the podcast page and showing you in one of the episodes.
Yeah, and also, Dave, we've got to say thank you to the fans, of course, for their
as always
for their support, and also we got a email from ericcard.com. It's a new merchandise that is available. You can purchase it via eBay, or if you want to get an order, just go through ericcard.com and then send you an order form. There's all these new great Eric Carr merchandise that you can buy, and I will be getting one for both David and I. It's my treat for David because
thanks, mate.
There's a nice 10-inch figurine. It is David's an elder figurine. It's a 10-inch.
10-inch, is it? Okay.
10-inch.
Cool.
So all you need was a bit of rest. Well, in my opinion, they didn't rest that much. They went from Budokan went from Japan straight to Miami, basically. And they had a 1 or 2 day layoff. And I can't see poor vocals clearing in 2 days or 3 days' time, especially doing the oath.
As long as the show sounds great. Whether there's auto tune or whatever they're using, as long as the show sounds great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, to me, I've seen some of those clips as well, and I thought Paul sounded great.
Yeah.
Whether he's using auto-tune or not, I don't really care. Um, but as long as it shows that he shows great and he sounds good,
Yep. Well,
right?
there's another thing
That's what it's all about.
before we go into the cruise. There was another thing that came out as well this week, and we mentioned this before. David,
I did hear a little bit of it. Yes.
it was Peter Chris and Ace Frehley joining together for the first time in 13 years for Eddie Trunk's 30th birthday bash for the radio show that he does in America. And lo and behold, Eddie didn't think they were going to be on stage together. They were on the red carpet. That he knew they were there, but he didn't actually knew they were going to play. Well, as it was, they played with a lot of great artists. It was like an all-star band and whatnot. But on the 1st of November, both Peter Chris and Ace Frehley ring into Eddie Trunk's radio station. And what's interesting enough is the report from Ace Frehley mentioning the reason why he turned down the Kiss documentary. Now, we were interviewing Alan Parker about 2-3 months ago in regards to the ins and outs of why Ace and Peter turned it down. We'll have to say this. They were offered a sum of money. We don't know how much, and Alan never mentioned that to us. They were offered a large sum of money, right? But according to Ace, that wasn't the case, David. Apparently, he said that he got a phone call from his bodyguard, that he got a phone call from Kiss bodyguard, and lo and behold,
Yeah.
all politics goes a bit, and money is an issue if he doesn't get his fair share or whatnot. He was more disappointed in saying that Gene, Paul, or Doc McGee didn't ring him. It came from Kiss bodyguard that rang his bodyguard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as I said to you, I mean, he's allowed to have his say about it and all that. That's his opinion, and good luck to him.
I just
you know,
said this to some of the
and
fans.
as long as he's happy in what he's doing now, that's all that really matters. I mean, whether he wants to be, I mean, it's a shame he's not going to be a part of it, but it's his decision. It's all it is.
He's entitled to do that.
Yeah.
I'll just say this. I have said this to a couple of fans, is that
Yeah.
who knows what's so good, so I'll be getting that. But I think what we should do is tell the fans that I'll be heading to Melbourne.
Yes, you'll be at my place within the next next 3 days.
48 hours.
Yeah, for
Next
3
one,
days. Yeah, on Friday.
And I have to say to the listeners, we checked the weather. It's going to be absolutely horrible. This
Oh
week.
no.
Absolutely horrible. It's going to be raining and raining. And
Let's hope the weatherman's wrong.
yeah, but no, David and I got some business things to talk about for this podcast, and also we're going to see a great Aussie band that open up for Kiss on the farewell tour.
They opened up all the shows in the Australian farewell tour.
Yep.
Here, the band, the Screaming Jets, and so that'll be a great show to watch for us, for everyone that's in Australia, for everyone that's seen the band so far in their comeback. Hope you've enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yep. But I encourage the fans overseas to want to listen to Screaming Jets. Go on Spotify. They've got their albums on Spotify. Or even go on YouTube. They've got some video clips they've done.
Look up their videos and songs like Better, Come On, Shivers, Harder the Matter. Yeah, all great Aussie rock songs. So yeah, check them out.
Go and check them out because they're obviously Kiss fans, and like I said,
Yeah.
they tour with Kiss on the farewell tour here in Australia. They played every night. I saw them twice up in Sydney on a Saturday and Sunday night up in Sydney, and the last night up in Sydney, the lead guitar player put Ace Frehley's makeup on. He played on stage with Ace Frehley's makeup, so that was a good sight to see. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend performance.
Yeah. So,
but I just thought, Dave, let's get out of let's get our work out first about our podcast. follow us on iTunes. Like I mentioned before, we have our ratings and whatnot. But please
Yeah.
go and rate us on all the episodes that's up there. Give us a rating, even 3 to 5 star rating. Leave a comment, even if it's just a one-line sentence. Just give us a comment. Also, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to us, leave us a comment if you want to, like it, whatever. But just go to our YouTube channel at Crazy Nights 1. That's our YouTube channel. Also, we've got a Twitter account, which this week, David, Five Finger Death Punch, that will be here for Soundwave, is following us, which is awesome. We've got other bands that following us too, like we got Striper, for instance. Michael Sweet from Striper's following us. We've got Baby Animals from another Australian band that's following us. We've got other bands that are following us as well, like September Sky from America. But yeah, follow us on Crazy Nights 1 at twitter.com. Go to our Podbean. You look us up at Crazy Nights. Go to our Podfeed net. We what went down and behind the scenes, but importantly, I don't really care. I believe that
it'll still be It'll still be great when the movie comes out.
Yeah.
Ace will be still be there in archival footage interviews.
I do believe Ace got some bitterness towards Kiss, and he doesn't want nothing to do with it. That's his opinion. He's allowed to do that.
He's as long as he's happy in what he's doing. I've got nothing against. So I just want Ace to be happy in what he's doing now. So it's why be unhappy in life. And if he was unhappy being in Kiss, good luck to him. I hope him. Wish him every success in the world and whatever he's doing. And I'm looking forward to hearing his new album that he's working on at the moment. So
that was another thing. They asked Peter his opinion if he would like to work with Ace. He's all for it. He wants to work with Peter, but on the other hand, Ace is too tied up with this new album.
Yeah, which is fair enough. Yeah.
Whether or not it happens down the track, who knows? But let's just be realistic now. It's not going to happen in the near future. That's all.
Or even if Peter gets up and joins him on stage again down the track, it would be great.
But at this
see the
present
two of them playing together.
At this present time, let's not jump into conclusions. It was great that they're on stage together, but whether it goes on down the track or whether it opens up a Bad Boy 2 tour or whatnot, it's not the case at the moment. But it may happen. Who knows? It may.
And if they do the Bad Boys tour, let's hope it comes to Australia. I'd love to see that. See them two to playing together in Australia.
The thing is, when you mentioned about the Bad Boy tour, solo-wise, Peter Criss is the only guy out of Kiss that never done a tour of Australia.
That too. Technically, Gene, if you call the Speaking in Tongues to a solo tour, he technically wasn't playing music. So, as playing music-wise, you could say Gene and the rhythm section of the original band hasn't done a solo tour here, technically. But Peter's the only one that hasn't travelled to Australia on his own.
And it's not like he played 15 to 16 or 17 songs in the set. He only played 3 songs, and he played his heart out. He played on Hooligan. He played with Rock and Roll All Night, and there was another one.
It was great to see Peter playing again. So, we almost didn't have him with that breast cancer scare. So it's great to have Peter still around. He's an absolute legend.
Well, let's go back onto the Kiss cruise, David.
Let's get onto that.
The biggest thing that came out of the Kiss cruise is the set list and the songs they played on the cruise. Now, before we go into this week's topic, and we're going to have a bit of fun doing this. Got a podcast directory service there now that we're up on their website. Go look at it, Crazy Nights, the Australian Kiss podcast, and also go to 2 other things. Go to Spreaker, and also go to StitcherRadio.com. We've got both of them up there as well. And also, go to our podcast page on Facebook, and we've got 521 likes there now, and it's building and building. And we're having people jumping on board and having conversation with us, Dave, and I like it. I love it. I mean, especially after last week's performance. we're going to go into it straight in. There's a couple of things that came out of Kiss Camp this week. We had the Budokan television show and also the Kiss Cruise that just happened. And also this Friday night will be that Calgary concert that they postponed due to the flooding and whatnot.
Yes.
They're going back there this Friday
yeah.
night. But the two major things that came out last week was the Budokan last night performance on TV in Japan on pay-per-view, and also the Kiss Cruise, the mighty Kiss Cruise, and we had some Australian fans over there as we speak, still trying to get home or still having a holiday over there. But the major thing that came out from both things, for me personally, is Paul's voice. They're either using an auto-tune, because one, I looked at the meet and greet acoustic performance at the Budokan, and going into the night performance, there's two different voices. It's the same person, of course, but the vocals abilities are different. Now, I said this on our podcast page that Paul needs to use some type of audio tune. What it is, it's like an overdub that's in the sound mixer, and it makes the volume or the level of the vocals at a certain level compared to the rest of the people in the band. Well, lo and behold, they go on the Kiss Cruise, and guess what gets played? The Oath.
The Oath.
Let me know.
Which
Main line.
I've been wanting to hear for years.
And I'm saying, Jesus Christ, he sounds so clear.
And great, he sounded great.
I'm saying,
really sounded good.
Paul, what is it that you can't hit the high pitch in I Was Made for Loving You or Heaven's on Fire? Especially with I Was Made for Loving You, there's a middle section where he's supposed to sing high, but he never sings that at all now. He just plays the guitar like a riff. But he goes to play the Oath, and it's clear. I'm saying it due to being a band myself, and also my partner being a professionally trained vocalist herself, it definitely does sound they're using some type of technology to clear up his vocal cords. Now, some people say, no, that is raw, that is live. That might be the case, but it's so totally different. People say,